Well, shemai pawb, a croeso nôl to this week's phrase of the week. Now, before I do actually say what the phrase of the week is, can any of you recognise any of the words in this week's phrase of the week at all, which is this one here? Or you could also say this one here. Any idea? Well, yes, you are right. We've seen sit before, haven't we? And sit means how. And you probably have seen these two words here, ti a chi, which means you. So if you had to guess what this question is, what do you think it is? Ardderchog is sit o'i ti, which is how are you, isn't it? Okay. Now we did do this last year, but we're going to revisit this question because again, there's not only one way to answer this question. A lot of you say, "Oh, dwi'n hapus," which is fantastic, which means I'm happy. But there are lots of different ways as well to answer this question. I'm going to go through them one by one. So we know that dwi'n means I am. So if you have a look here, it says dwi'n hapus, diolch. Dwi'n dda iawn, diolch, I'm very well. Maybe sometimes you don't always feel great, and you could say dwi'n ofnadwy, means I'm awful, I don't feel very well, I don't feel great. And thinking of don't feel very well, dwi'n teimlo'n sâl is another answer to give as well, if you don't feel very well. And as always, there are always opportunities for you to extend your answers, isn't there? So, dwi'n hapus is great. Achos, because dwi'n mynd i'r cinema heno. Yeah, maybe you're going to watch a film. And to extend it even more, you can say what the name of the film is as well by saying o'r enw. For example, dwi'n hapus achos dwi'n mynd i'r cinema heno i weld ffilm o'r enw The Avengers. We could say that to use o'r enw as well. So this is this week's phrase of the week. Let's have a little practice of asking this to our partner then. Okay, so turn to your partner and just ask, sit o'i ti? Diane, sit o'i ti? Why don't you look outside your window and say, sit o'i ti? Look up to the ceiling and say, sit o'i ti? Maybe you can even sing it. Sit o'i ti? Diane, gwych. So ask this question at home with whoever looks after you, but also use it as much as you can in school, especially with your teachers, because you can collect those tocynnau Cymraeg, can't you? So well done, give this a go, and I will see you all wythnos nesaf. Da bo chi, hwyl fawr. Okay, not only do we have a phrase of the week, but we also have a phrase that the teachers will now be using throughout the week too. And this week's phrase for those teachers is sefwch yn dawel. Okay, so do you have any idea of what maybe sefwch yn dawel means? I'm sure you recognise this word here, dawel, like tawelwch. Dawel means quiet. Okay, sefwch means to stand up. So if you put them together, it means stand up quietly. So this may be when you're going to have your snack. Maybe you'll hear this when you're going to go and have lunch or when you're going to leave assembly. Okay, so at some point this week, your teachers will be using sefwch and dawel. All right, so just keep an ear out, listen out for that phrase being used in your classroom. Okay, da bo chi. Ta-ra.